Outdoors with Archie Phillips' weekly outdoor television series is now available on video cassette, with all the excitement, adventure, and educational techniques that has made this series so popular, with topics you can't find with most outdoor series.
Here he comes, Bubba. Golly, got one. Look at that thing go. Oh, there's two. There's two up there. There goes one. There's another one up there. There's one in this tree. There's one. Got him? Oh, look at there. What a catfish. Look at two with one shot. Now look at that. Now folks, I'm gonna tell you something. We're getting this thing started off with Jerry Simmons, is probably one of the greatest bow hunters in America. Now there you see it. Shot two with one shot. Well, you know, down here in Demopolis, you're kind of way away from any big cities. Oh, look out, look out, look out. Oh, yeah, that's good. Nice. That's a good one there. Whew. Saw him move. Did you? Look at that. Don't break that pole, Randy. Look. Wow, look at that thing. Look at that. Look at that thing. Look at that. Holy mackerel, what a fish. Yeah. Come around the backside. Look out, look out, look out, look out, look out. Get him, Howard, you better get him, Craig. He's gonna get away. You better get him, Greg. You better get him, get him, get him. He's gonna go. Oh.
Escape into the great outdoors with Outdoors with Archie Phillips. Available at video stores nationwide.
Well, I like going hunting, just me, my hound, and my gun. Chasing them deer, rabbit, and squirrel, now that's my kind of fun. I like going fishing too, I'll go on any whim, looking for the big bass, the poppy, and the brim. Just give me a wide open field to walk through. Give me an ocean so deep. I want to ride the longest river in the world, or maybe climb the highest mountain peak. Like going down to the fishing hole, my buddies and me and my old cane pole. Bait them hooks and wet them lines, it's the life I love so fine. It's almost supper time, you'd think the world was mine.
And now for today's outdoor adventure, here's Archie Phillips. Well, folks, we're out off of Key Biscayne, Florida, and the gal here doing all the winding is Anita Haydad. She is a world champion saltwater fisherman, and we got Joe Mason on the left over here, and we're going to be going into some detail on how these sport fishing boats catch fish using a kite. Anita, it looks like you got your hands full, honey.
We have a very pretty dolphin out there.
Very pretty. Coming up on the left, right over yonder. Anita?
Yes, sir.
While you winding on this, tell them who our captain is and their mate and a little bit about their success in the fishing world.
We have, I think, the best captain in South Florida, John Dudas, and his son, Captain John Louie, who's acting as first mate. And they really know how to catch fish. There's no doubt about it. Let me back up here.
There you go. Dolphin, look at that pretty thing there. We hadn't even hardly got the lines out we got in on this time, did we?
That's right.
Look at that.
There we go.
Isn't that a beautiful fish? Beautiful fish. There
Okay.
you go.
Thank you.
Ooh, let's do that again, John Louie. That looked fine.
Quick start there.
Yeah, it was a quick start. I like quick starts. Beautiful fish. Now, Joe, you know all about this kite thing, and John Louie here, he's the man going to be putting it up. How about telling our viewers here how this thing works?
Well, what he's going to do is he's going to be running this kite out here on this line, as you can see, like so.
Gonna let it out.
We'll let it way out there.
Now, how much wind we got today to make that thing go?
This is a medium weight kite. We need anywhere from 10 to 15 knots to make it go.
All right, now the boat itself is not going to hold the kite up, right? The boat's going to kind of be sitting still, isn't it?
That's correct, Archie.
The wind's going to hold it.
That's correct.
Okay.
As soon as he gets it to the right distance here, it'll be about 100 yards behind the boat. We're going to run some lines off of these here clips.
Pull that down off of his, I guess that's his outrigger up there, isn't it?
Right.
All right, now, tell me about the clip business now. Go ahead there.
Now on the clips, he's taking the first clip, and he's going to run this line right here on that clip.
Off of one of these rods.
Off of one of these rods.
Got a little loop in there, kind of like a little ball bearing, ain't it?
That's correct. He's going to run right close to that popper. Now he's going to have a bait on that line.
All right, that's a good live bait that he's already sewed a little line into. That makes him stay on there good, isn't it?
That's correct. That's called the goggle eyes. And he's going to throw him overboard. He's going to run him out there. It's going to be the first line we're going to have on that kite. We're going to have a total of 3 lines on that kite.
On one side of the boat?
On one side of the boat. We're going to have those 3 lines.
All right.
Now, see, he's going overboard. He's going to pay the line out.
And throw him out there.
That's it.
He's letting the line off the reel.
At the same time, the clip is moving out on the kite.
In other words, he's got 2 lines going out. Now, the kite's going out further, and the line from the rod reel's going out with it.
That's correct.
And he's going to keep that cork up off the water.
That's correct.
I see. All right. And he rolls it. It looks like he's got about, what, 50-yard gap in between these that he's got. Is that about 50 yards?
40 to 50 yards.
40 to 50 yards. All right. Now, what are we going to do now?
Now we're going to run, as soon as he's got this rod ready here, he's going to put it right on the holder. We're going to run the second rod out on the same kite. It's going to be on a different clip.
Okay.
This is going to be our long rod. That's going to be our middle rod.
Well, now, how long has John been doing stuff like this?
Well, he's been doing it for upwards of 20 years, sir.
I see. Now, Joe, y'all got a fishing club down here. Tell me about that while we're putting this out.
South Dade Anglers Club, and we fish all in the waters surrounding Miami and down in Key West and in Everglades and backcountry area. And Nita is a member in good standing of that club, and so am I, and some of the other folks that we have in the area. And it's a wonderful, wonderful club for families that like to come out and fish, and just people who enjoy fishing and like to dedicate their time and energies to the sport.
Well, now, Anita over here, she's keeping a watchful eye out on them 3 that's already out, isn't she?
Well, Nita's ready at a moment's or a second's notice to go and pounce on any one of these here rods.
Now what qualifies her to do all that?
Well, let me tell you about this here gal. She has caught more sailfish than anybody I know on light tackle. She has caught a 45-pound sailfish on 4-pound test. She has caught marlin of up to 300 pounds. She's an expert sailfishing person, and we're proud to have her on this boat today. And she's just a good all-around angler.
Now, it looks to me like, Joe, she keeps adjusting things there. What's the deal on that?
Well, you see, when we're running the kite out there, some of the baits will come up a little bit too far out of the water at times. You have to keep a watchful eye to adjust the bait, that it just be right on the surface of the water.
Just under there, right?
Yeah, just under that surface, so that it'll be right at the right depth for striking fish.
I see. All right, we got 3 out over there.
And we're about to have 3 out over here.
Yeah, John Lewis done got 2 out. He's fixing to put the last one out, and then we'll have 6 kite rods out.
That is correct, Archie.
And then the lighter ones, he's got some of those. Is he going to rig them up too?
We might have a few flat lines running out the back of the boat for those fish that are closer in.
No, it's flat lines. You mean just regular old trolling lines,
That's
right?
correct. Just stuck out the back of the boat.
This is going to be exciting. Now, what can we expect doing this? What kind of fishing can we expect?
Well, we can expect a number of species. We can look forward to some good dolphin fishing. We can look forward to some tuna, some sailfish, possibly some other species as well.
In other words,
quite a variety.
Most anything out here that feeds up close to the top is apt to hit these things.
That's absolutely correct.
Now, what is significant about kite fishing over regular general trolling? That's what I want to know.
All right, kite fishing is immensely superior to any other kind of trolling. But you have the bait on a situation where the only thing that the striking fish will see is that bait.
He don't see any line or nothing,
He doesn't see any terminal tackle. That's the word for it. He doesn't see all the terminal tackle is out of the water.
So in other words, that if he was down on the bottom, all he's seeing is
lunch.
Yeah,
That's
just the back end of
the
that
only
fish.
thing he's going to see is lunch.
And it's right near the top, so he don't even see that little cord tied above him, does he?
No, sir, he does not. That's what makes kite fishing so special. You get the number of strikes, and most of the strikes are successful.
Sailfish! Sailfish! Woo! Look at that! See, you got a sail on him. Look at that thing! Look at him! Way out there.
Come on, baby!
Way out there.
She likes
Sailfish on.
She
Yep,
likes
he's on.
fish, God bless her.
I see him. He's way back there, Nita. I seen you get nervous that time.
John Louis, where do you want to pull up, John Louis?
Oh, boy.
Pull any of these up? No?
He was out there.
Come on, baby.
Now, y'all pulling the baits up to get them out of the way, ain't you, John? Because we don't want no mess up on this. Boy, he jumped, I'm telling you, looked like he jumped 15 foot back there.
Come on, baby. Jump again for me. Jump for me. Jump for me, baby.
He's 100 yards out there, isn't he?
I don't know. John Louis can tell you.
How big you figure he is, Nita?
Probably 40 pounds.
40 pounds?
I believe so, Kevin.
Slow down, John.
Is he running towards you now?
Yeah.
I see.
Okay, I'm tight. You always talk to your captain. Let him know what you're doing.
I see.
Good angler and a captain, just keep popping back and forth so he knows what he's doing.
Oh, yeah, they keep in good contact.
That's fine. Come on, baby.
Good, Anita.
He's
Real
on
good.
this side now, right?
Yeah. Pulling out some line, John, just a little.
Looks like he's going to jump.
There he goes.
There he is.
There he goes.
All right, good job, Anita.
Pulling out line.
Come all the way around to this side.
There he goes.
Baby. Jump for me, baby.
Go, Anita. Hurt that fish. That's it. Bring him up.
Coming in. Look at that. Look at that pretty thing. Look at him go.
Yep. Got it.
About 55 pounds.
Right up to the leader. Sorry, John. You gotta move out of the way.
Oh, okay.
Head back up.
Everybody back up. Everybody back up.
Here he goes again.
Everybody back up. Okay.
Drag back up.
Woo! Look at him. He's about ready to come in here now, ain't he,
Okay,
John?
I'm backed off, John
All
Louis.
right, now once he gets the cork, you take over. Isn't that right?
That's right. I got the leader right now.
And you just hold easy on him, don't you?
That's right.
There, look at him jump. Look at him go.
Come on,
Goodness
baby.
gracious. Nita, that's a pretty thing. Look at him go.
Nice fish.
It is a
Very nice fish.
Very nice
Looks
fish.
like about 55, 60 pounds.
Goodness gracious. Boy, he nailed that bait way out there, didn't he? He don't give up easy either, does he?
No, he does. He's pulling real hard right now.
Look at that. Look at that.
Woo-hoo!
You got to play him too, don't you, John?
That's right. Or the leader will break.
Uh-huh.
When he jumps like
What do you? How much leader you got me? What pound?
It's 60 pound test.
60-pound test. All right. Now what are you going to do? Grab his
I'm
bill?
going to grab hold of his bill and we'll get a good picture of him before we release him.
Okay. Woo! He don't much want you to grab that bill, does he? He's bringing him over the right side.
Trying to work him right
Come
over
on,
this
baby.
way.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Come on, baby. Let's go.
That's the tricky part, that close part, ain't it? Woo! John got him. Look
That's
at
a
that.
fair catch.
Look
That's
at that.
it.
Look at that.
That's it. Got a picture of him?
Okay,
Got him?
got him.
Okay, overboard.
Overboard.
Back in.
Well done.
All right, now y'all release him, don't you?
Yeah.
He's going to be cut off here right now. Everybody
Okay.
take good pictures of him?
Yeah, let me get a side picture of him. And right up.
Perfect right there.
Right, get him out of the water, just a fuzz. Just so I can see that side band of him. Okay? Got him.
Yeah!
Outstanding, outstanding.
Thank you.
Nita, all of y'all, including the captain, y'all done a good
Yeah, well,
job. But now
let's
let me
go through it
ask you this question now.
Sure, Archie, go ahead.
This release thing is the big thing, right?
That's correct.
In other words, you turn him back loose, that old hook will rust out real quick out of the corner of his mouth.
That's right.
It's very important that we participate in conservation of the resource so that it'll be here for our grandchildren and their children when their turn comes to catch this magnificent fishing out here off the Florida coast.
Well, now,
And
y'all do a lot of this releasing business, don't you?
And what we do, for anyone that wants a mount, what they can do is the captain can take a picture. You can take a picture, and they can estimate the weight and the length and the girth, and then from the picture, they can make the mount, and you can just give the picture to your captain on the charter boat, and your mount will be made.
That's right.
So
now.
there's no need to kill the fish anymore.
Right, well, we have fiberglass reproductions now in the taxiderm business. We mount worlds of them in fiberglass now. But the nice part is, the same, another person can catch him, and another person can catch him, and y'all be able to come out here and catch him. Your grandkids can come out here and be catching him, can't you, John?
He's there for somebody else right now.
Oh, that was beautiful, beautiful,
That's
well
exactly right.
executed. And I see what y'all talking about. Everybody got to do their thing.
Everybody's got to do their part.
What do you think it is, John? Think it's another sailfish?
Yep. Yeah, sailfish.
You seen him?
Yep, he just
Look
jumped.
at, I think I see his head. And that's him way out there. Look at him go. John was hollering and he was running the boat. She was whining.
She winding and it's
What
hard
do you
going back
figure
here.
that slack was? 30 yards that they took up?
At
40?
least, if not more.
Maybe 50?
Could even be that much, yes.
Goodness gracious.
Get ready, Dad. Get another bite.
Another bite? You don't think there's two out there, do you?
Of course. Just let me know if you
What
got
was
it.
you doing? Watching the
He's
coast?
chasing it right now, Dad. Go, 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 go! Reel! Reel!
Reel. Faster, faster!
What do you think it is?
Get it!
Tight. Tight.
He's tight.
Yeah,
He's
we're
tight.
running down. We got him on.
Got him on. What is it?
No sail.
You think it's another sailfish?
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Jumping.
Look at that thing walk. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Holy mackerel. Beautiful.
Good job.
Beautiful.
See if we can pull a rip on her to get up here.
Okay.
You got it.
He's backing up on it, right?
Right.
Okay.
Back out of my way. I'm
Still
gonna
running.
back up.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Coming up. He's coming up.
Coming up.
Reel it. Woo!
There's some shot of this here, Archie.
Woo! Look at him go.
Look at him go. Yeah. Go.
Get
Whoa.
it back off.
Whoa. Let's get Jones now. Here, Nick.
There we go. Let's get Jones. Beautiful job. Beautiful job, Sugar.
Okay, we'll get a shot on him.
Woo!
Yeah. You're giving me heart failure, John. Okay, we're gonna let him slide back out. Come on over. Come here.
Hands lit up. Hands lit up. Pretty. All right, hold him right there. Hold him right there now.
We're going to put him in. We're going to put him in.
No, let him put him in, Archie. Let him put him in. Put him in. Put him in the boat. Put him in the boat.
There you go. All right, bring him on in the boat. Let me get him
Put
on
him in the boat.
Okay, why don't you get the hammer?
Okay, give me the club. That's a nice big sailfish.
That's a
All right,
beautiful
hold him right there. Let me get my rod. Let me get my
Hold that one
camera.
away.
Move. Let me get my camera.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. He's damaged real bad around the fins there.
Archie, we're going to be flying 2 of these flags, which have the sailfish on it, upside down.
Okay,
That denotes that we have released 2 sailfish.
I see.
The 3rd sailfish that we caught was brought in because he was damaged.
I see.
And because of the fact that we felt that he would not live and was bleeding, that's why we took him, and that's why we're going to be able to use him and smoke him, and so it won't go to waste. He won't sit on the dock.
You have to make that decision, or if you turn him loose, he'd just be shark bait, wouldn't he?
That's right. But we, we call it with our captain, we call it with our mate, somebody that knows what the fish is like and be able to tell whether the fish is bleeding. Now, some fish that are bleeding, if they're bleeding from the right area and they're not gut hooked,
Right.
can live for another day because
Take
they can
another
heal
bait, can't you?
themselves
Right.
when they go down. But there's others, if they're hooked in the gills, there's no way. It's really certain death at that
So
point.
in this case, we made a conscious decision to keep him based on those facts.
That's
That's
right.
the reason. Otherwise, we'd go ahead and release him.
And we took him out of the water, and then we mercifully hit him over the head with a bat, so he died instantaneously instead of suffering for 2 or 3 hours and was at shark bait.
I see.
So sometimes it's good to take a bait, to take a fish.
I see. Well, now, what are we going to do with these flags?
We're going to fly these 2 flags upside down, coming back in, and then the 3rd flag, which is the one that we have brought in, will be flown this way, which means that we have a fish up on board.
And you and this crew, one time, had 24 of these flying in a day that y'all were fishing.
Right, we had 23 flying upside down, which means 23 were
Catch and
released.
release.
And one kept.
And 1 was kept because he was tail wrapped and he had drowned.
I
And
see.
so he was dead when we brought him up.
Well,
But most of the time, if you listen to your captain and your mate and you listen to where you're supposed to drop back, you can release him to fight another day.
What a trip this has been. I tell you, John, now, you and your boy, you train him well. That's all I got to say. I've never seen such great coordination of people in this thing. And Joe and Anita, it's just been a super trip. I want to thank all of you for inviting us down here with Outdoors with Archie Phillips to come fishing. And you told me this guy was great and he had a great son on it.
We sure did,
Boy, you told me straight. I'd never seen nothing like it. Old country boy ain't never done nothing like this, you see. So, I mean, it was a double thrill for me. And I want to thank all of you. And y'all folks stay tuned again next week for some more Outdoors with Archie Phillips.
Preserve that memory for a lifetime with a quality mount from Archie and Bubba Phillips Taxidermy. With over 35 years experience leading the way in the development of the most modern and innovative methods of taxidermy, Archie and Bubba Phillips can have your trophy back to you in 4 to 5 weeks. Judged by fellow taxidermists across the nation and national competitions, Archie and Bubba Phillips have brought back the ribbons of quality. From your first fish to your best fish, we can preserve your outdoor experience for generations to come. The largest freshwater studio for over 25 years ensures you the most accurate recreation of color. Durable, long-lasting color and accuracy is our goal through the development of superior quality materials to give you those big bellies for bass and the convenience of home delivery.
Freeze your fish solid in a plastic garbage bag, roll them up in 1 inch or 2 of newspaper, put them in a cardboard box, and send him UPS on Monday. Outside the southeastern United States, send him second-day air.
Well, I like going hunting, just me, my hound, and my gun. Chasing them deer, rabbit, and squirrel, now that's my kind of fun. I like going fishing too, I'll go on any whim, looking for the big bass, the poppy, and the brim. Just give me a wide open field to walk through. Give me an ocean so deep. I want to ride the longest river in the world, or maybe climb the highest mountain peak. Like going down to the fishing hole, my buddies and me and my old cane pole. Bait them hooks and wet them lines, it's a life I love so fine. It's almost supper time, you'd think the world was mine.
And now for today's outdoor adventure, here's Archie Phillips. Hi, folks. We're down in Isla Mirada Key down here in Florida. This is Joe Mason. And Joe, who's the folks we got with us here on this trip?
Well, we've got Anita Haddad, and we've got Steve Dunkert, and we've got Linda Dunkert. And
10-knot winds out here.
And 10-knot winds, that's right.
All right, and who's our captain and our deckhand now?
Well, our captain's Kerry Price, and we're aboard the Heidi Baby, and deckhand Scotty.
Okay, we'll talk to those folks in a little while. Now, what are we fixing to do?
Well, right now we're fixing to catch some bait in preparation for fishing an area known as the Hump, and we're going to be casting to the bottom to try and catch some grunts so we can use them as live bait for deep jigging.
Okay, and then we're going to use these bait, and we're going to kind of be bottom fishing, aren't we, Anita?
That's
right.
Okay, good deal. Now, this gal right here, we'll tell you a little more about it later, but she is a champion. I think you told me you caught 24 sailfish in one day and turned them loose.
That's right. They're all released.
She's won more trophies than most men ever thought about doing. So this gal right here is a champion fisherman, and we're fixing to get out here and get with the program. So let's catch up some of them grunts. Are going to be about that big, aren't they?
Well, a little bigger. Right about that big.
Okay, and what are we going to be fishing for on the Hump?
We're going to be fishing for amberjack.
Big ones, you said.
Big ones, sir.
All right, that's why I don't want to break my arm out there.
That's it. We're going to try it.
All right, let's catch us some grunts.
All right.
Now, Joe, what have we got going on right here?
Well, what we've got down on the boat looks like a bunch of what we call Speedos.
Speedos?
The Speedos. These are real good bait for...
They look sort of like a blue runner, don't they?
Yeah, look, well, a little bit more pointy. When you see them, when we bring one up, you're going to see them. Yeah, now I think you're about to see a... Oh, another blue runner.
Another hardtail.
Another blue runner.
Yep. Now, this particular fish don't grow to be real big, I would say. You ever seen Scott one over 4 pounds? I haven't either. About 2 would be what we call a pretty good one.
Okay.
That's looking good, though.
I'd say about 5 more minutes, and we're going to head on out to the Hump there.
That's great. Now, this thing you call a hump, what kind of deal is that?
All right, well, let me see if I can explain this. So we have a place in Islamorada, and it's called the Hump. It's world famous. You know, everybody comes from all over the world and wants to fish here. And it's 12.5 miles offshore, straight out this way. Okay? And it's in 500 feet of water.
My goodness.
You can't see land. You think you're out in the middle of nowhere. And if you could kind of picture a condominium sitting in the middle of a desert, that's exactly what it is. It's a great big rock pile. They still haven't figured out how it got there or what it's doing there. But it's just a great place for fish. There's sharks there. There's mako sharks, hammerhead sharks. There's wahoo, tuna fish. And then, of course, what we're going to try for a few this morning, we're going to try for some great big amberjack.
That's
Boy, look at that big one he got right there.
Let's see, there's a nice one. See that?
That's a Speedo.
All right, let's go ahead and shoot him.
All right, let them down.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let her go.
Okay. You got
Joe, with these 15-foot waves, I'm gonna kind of hold on to both of y'all while we get this.
All right, you're welcome to do that.
Way here, you know, there ain't like Noble Deal Lake.
We're going to be holding on to the fish.
Watch it.
Oh, you got it.
Oh, got one as soon as it hit the bottom.
Hit it hard. Hit it.
Oh, nice. Nita, hold yours up for just a second.
Okay.
Well, you done already got one on already, Joe. My goodness. It didn't even hit the bottom, did it, Joe?
No, sir.
Well, he got it going down, didn't he?
Yeah, okay. You just need to hold up.
Over to the right for me, Joe. Let's see if we can get a double here.
All right. There you go. Hit him, Nita.
There we go.
Whoa, boy, she got a good one. She got a good one.
All right.
That rig you got
Time to work.
2 on and 1 trip. There you go, okay?
All right, let's see if we can get these guys now.
All right. Anita, while you're huffing and puffing, you got a special rig that hangs down nearly to your knees.
Right.
And it's strapped across your back here to give you back support, right?
That's correct.
So you got a better control over it, haven't you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
A little more. Nice and easy.
Now we let it see where he's running. We'll let him run.
Okay.
We won't horse this fish up. What we want to do is do short strokes when he.
Short stroke on it.
Linda.
You still with the program over here?
I'm still with the program.
How far are you from the end of the program?
Well, I'm a little closer than I was when I started. That's about it.
Boy, they like these live baits you had here, okay?
You know, Archie, when I was telling you earlier about this spot out here, it was a pretty good spot. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, we got 2 big fish right now. I'm going to just make a guesstimation here, Archie.
Okay.
I'd say we got a pair of 50-pounders on right now.
I say.
50-pound fish.
Nita, what happened to your fish?
Well, I got cut off or hit by a shark. We'll find out
You
as soon as
think
I
you
get
don't
it
have
up.
half a fish?
No, I don't have a half a fish.
You don't have half a fish?
Where you go? Okay, go.
All right.
You got it.
All right, buddy.
What happened to it?
Pull the hook. Pull the hook.
Pulled the hook out of his mouth. Oh, my goodness gracious.
When he gets close, back up with me,
Joe,
okay?
I got my best mate on the gas down there for you, Scotty. He never misses it.
Okay? Back up, back
There
up,
you go.
back up.
He does it. Yeah, Daddy, yeah.
Woo,
Hey, look at that, look at that.
Holy mackerel, good.
Congratulations, Joe. That's a
Great,
nice fish.
great,
Keep on.
great,
Good.
Joe. You done good on that one. Man, that's a monster. Look at that
All
thing.
right, nice.
Holy
Steve,
mackerel.
I got a camera in my
Super.
bag.
Super.
You all right?
I've done this before, Captain.
Yeah.
I know what it feels like.
Hey, you got a jig on, Linda?
Yes, I do.
I see.
Carrie, I got it down to 100,000 feet here.
Drop it back.
Now, we're doing 2 systems here, live bait and jigging, right?
That's correct.
Both of them are effective for amberjacks.
Correct.
Get him, baby.
Yeah, let me
Oh. Oh, look at him. 2 on. 2 on. Woo, look at that.
Okay.
That's a
we'll let
hoss
him
right
run.
there, ain't it, gal?
Let him run. Let him wear himself out.
Now, you just letting him do his thing, right?
Right.
Is that one I had?
Listen up, girls. Anita, I want you over to the left. I want to split the 2 fish apart as far as possible for the time being.
Okay.
How's that, baby?
There we go. 3 on. 3 on.
Mine's run. Thank you,
You
Carrie.
still got yours, Steve? Yep.
All right, let me see here. Scotty, you want to run the boat for a minute?
Here, when you go to the other side. Well, we got all
Gotcha.
kinds of folks loaded up here now. Now, you just stay put right there. I'm gonna fix you
All
up.
right, here we go. Coming down. All right, let me assess this here, gang.
All right, give me an assessment of how we gonna put all 3 of these in at the same time now.
Well, I'm not so sure.
Because Nita, she's all
pretty
bowled
tight
up.
right now.
She's pretty good sized fish on there.
All right. Scotty, both in reverse a second, please. What's going on here?
What's that?
Back. Keep going on, see this is good as
Mine's just pulling out line, Carrie, so I'm
Put
fine.
them both reverse, Scotty.
Okay.
All right, I got you fixed up right there.
Okay, thank you.
Woo, Nita. You got
How
him
you
coming
doing,
this way
Steve?
now.
I can
Something
bet
just
on it.
bit your fish?
He's got a double hook of Anita.
No, or shark bite?
Hold on here. I got you. You run into me if you start this way now. These things will slide you all over the back of the boat, don't they? Oh, you gaining on him?
I'm gaining a lot of line.
Now, Kerry said to bring that rod tip all the way up, that'll give you extra foot. Is that what he's talking about?
Take a little break in the middle there, okay? See, that way the line will get some of the stretch out of it.
I see. You got him coming back this way now?
I got him coming on.
Well, if you do short strokes, you keep his head up instead of let him go down.
You walk over to the right, honey. Now, if we get lucky, we can split these fish apart. I'm going to try to, I might have to put the line on because you're going to need it.
Okay.
Ooh, there's our fish. Explain to you how we're going to gaff this thing then.
No, wait, you're going to gaff him. I'm going to help you. Hold on.
All right.
All right, stick this right across his back. Okay, and give him a little poke. Okay, now hand over hand, straight
Hand
up.
over hand,
Hand
like
over
this.
hand, straight up. Perfect,
Sure.
perfect, Archie.
Look at that big devil.
Woo! How about that, huh? Is that beautiful?
That is excellent.
Linda, I'd say this is about a 30, 35 pounder.
You'd have caught that.
20
Look,
pounds
you
fish.
just barely did have that. Look at that.
That's why I can't.
Woo!
it.
Look, you ain't got a
line train.
eighth of an inch right there.
Archie, what do you say we take that jig out and show the camera what you caught that on an artificial bait, these things out
Look
here.
at that
Let's
right there.
Loop it right around this
You
way.
almost lost him, Linda. He pulled that line all the way to right there.
You know, if those things weren't so heavy, I'd make a pair of earrings out of those for her.
There
For
you
souvenirs,
go.
But they're a little heavy.
All right, let's see that. Let's see this lady deckhand get that fish. Coming in. Now, you paid attention how he told me to do it, did you?
Go on the rod, go right to rod. All right, over top of the back, hon. Hold it. Stop right there. Reach out over the fish. Put it. You got him? You lift him in like that? Sure you can. Hand over hand, hand over hand. Hand over hand.
Hey, great.
I like when I get everybody involved in this.
Well, it's a family affair.
It certainly is.
Woo, look at that big old fish.
I'm going to tell you something now.
Give me a weight estimate.
That's about 40 pounds, and I'm going to tell you what, that's probably going to be one of the catches of days because that's
Linda.
a 15-pound test spinning line.
15-pound test. Would you, Steve? That is outstanding. I don't see how you brought one in that big on that light line.
It's anchored.
Boy, that is fine. That is fine.
Hold it up, Steve. Come on. Give me a smile, Steve. Fish is the wrong way, Steve.
Joe wants you to get a picture of him. All right, Kerry, you're doing something special, that bait. What is that?
Well, Arch, this time we're going to go with the double hook rig, hook through the lips. We're going to make about a 300-foot drop here on this nice light 30-pound.
All right, now what are you doing to his tail back there?
Well, what I'm doing to his tail is I'm cutting his tail off so he doesn't swim quite so much. This is a real frisky bait. It's just a little trick. Maybe make the hook up a little quicker, okay?
Okay. Boy, need to hammer that thing about 4 times. You got to hit him hard, hadn't you, honey?
Yeah, just a little bit.
There you go. And then make sure you stuck good. Is that what you're doing, driving that hook home?
That's what I'm doing.
Now, you got a hook up now. Oh, that's outstanding. Woo! He's heading south that time. I like this deal that you got your, you hook up into the reel with your back hook up, right? That
Correct.
puts that stretch back here on your back, doesn't it?
Right.
Boy, that's a neat way to do it right there. Now you're gonna be jigging.
This looks like a live bait drift here. They like the live bait on this one. Let's see
Okay.
what happens here.
That's it. He's coming up.
That need is truffle. Oh! Did he break off?
Yep.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
gone.
no.
Oh, no, we don't want
That's
that.
terrible. Oh, goodness gracious. That's one of the hazards of lighter line, though, isn't it? Just, you know, you got to take...
Well, that's one of the points. You really, it's hard to bring them up.
What you got,
I don't
Steve?
know
Wait a minute.
what-
We're
Gods are
going to try a
against me. They
different
just want
kind of
me to keep
rig
on.
now.
That looks like a big bass swarm there to me.
That's a glowworm.
Does that work good?
Well, when you're down 250 feet, it's dark down there.
I see.
So we're going to bring some light to the fish down below.
Now, are you
I'm
going to put...
straighten my hook out a little bit because it's got spin.
All right. Now, you going to put a glowworm on there.
Put a glowworm on there.
Huh?
You rig it up like an old bass worm, don't
Look
you?
like a bass worm.
He's good through here, gang?
Boy, that's an outstanding looking bait there.
Got a different line we're trying there, Kip?
Yeah.
I got you. I want you to put me about an 80-pound test on there if it's all right with you, Cap.
Well, Cap, I just happened, if you'll look right over here.
That's fine. I love light line on brims and crappies. But if I'm out here gonna fish for these giants,
You want to see what you made
or
out
a
of?
plow line would work just as good as far as I'm concerned.
All right, well, then I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Archie. I just happen to have another rod over here to
All right.
see what we're made of here.
All right. Yeah, try me on one of your more max.
It's ought to be fun.
We'll let Nita catch him on 12-pound, her and Steve. That's what I catch bass on, is 12-pound test.
Steve's got a hookup
Yeah.
on that light tackle. Coming up. It's right behind the boat.
Joe, why don't you get a gaff for me, buddy, and gaff this fish?
Yeah, Joe, you be the deckhand this time now. Woo, there he.
There he is.
Woo, look at there, look at that.
Gaff. Coming at you. Back her up, Scott. Here we go.
Gaff right now.
All right, now Joe's gonna be the
Easy
gaffer.
does it. Yeah, hand over hand. That's it, Joe. Use the end with the point on it. Stick him. Right on his back. See, I can do all this. It's just lay the gaff across and stick it.
Where's
Stick
the
it.
gaffer from?
There you go.
Where's this gaffer from?
Not good.
Who taught him how to gaff?
Joe, reach over there.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Yes,
Reach
sir.
over top of the fish.
Right?
Reach over top of him, down below, and then come up and give him a sharp hook. There you go. Now hand over hand. You see, I'm teaching him everything.
Well,
out
we
here
got
today.
to train everybody.
Whoa!
Woo, wee.
Well, that made a pretty sight here.
Woo, woo. Nita, you done hooked up good, hadn't you?
One more time, see if I
You
can get
snuck
away
up
from
on
those
that.
sharks.
Anita, I'm hoping a shark don't do you in this time. That's terrible. You've had 2 real nice fish on, and them old sharks took it away from you.
Right.
Oh, we got business right now. I see the fish right down in the, look like it's about 30 feet down.
Now look, what I
Let
want
me
you
go
to do
forward
this
a little
time, Arch,
Okay.
I want you to reach right out over that fish,
Over his back.
and then poke him, and then hand over hand. I'm gonna
Okay.
see what you learn here now.
Okay.
Still green.
He's still green.
All right,
That's fisherman talk for he's got a lot of life left in him, right?
that's for sure. All right,
Okay,
here
I'm
we
going
go.
to back up now.
All right, easy does it. Hold on, I'll pull over the leader here for you. Hold on. I'll get you a nice shot. There's one of the biggest ones of the day. Okay, now Archie, hold this thing down like so. Right there. Hand over hand.
Hand over hand.
Here we go. Here comes the biggest
Yow!
fish of the day.
Yow!
Moose.
Yeah!
The moose.
Ah!
There's the moose. Look at him. Yeah.
Wow!
Yes, sir.
Nita, I'm proud to gaff a fish like that for you, honey.
Come on, guy.
Woo-wee! Look at that big devil.
Didn't I tell you he was going to be the biggest
Man,
one?
that's all I could do to get him on the rail. How in the
That's
world
right.
you got him to
Didn't I tell you he was going to be the
Now
biggest
you
one?
have to lift it up, Archie.
Woo, Lord, all right, come here.
See, we saw him coming on that tackle. Look at that. She's got the biggest one of the day.
I'll tell you what, right now, I'm looking at my fish finder right now, Archie, and I'm just coming up on the top of this mountain, the hump here, and I'll tell you what, this is about the most amount of fish I've ever seen march on the side. It's got to be millions of pounds of fish. Reel.
There he is.
Hit him again. Okay, now easy now. Reel down. Now lift. No, that's what you were.
Yeah, that's
You know,
good.
it's beautiful. That's good. All right, let's see what you're made out of, Art.
All right.
Put it on him.
Hold on tight, Archie. You only got another 300 yards to go.
Yeah, I remember how much line was on here when I was
That's
looking
right.
at it. Here we go.
All right, we've got some color. He's showing. He's coming up.
That's
Putting
fancy.
up a
That's,
real
that's
good fight.
the South Florida word for we see the fish.
That's
Y'all,
right.
look out.
Hey, Joe, you gonna gaff this fish for me?
Hey, wait a
I
minute,
don't know. I don't know about that.
Kelly. Wait a minute now. Now, it's all right for you to have trainees and train this group on this boat on gaffing, but I want you to gaff my fish.
You want me to gaff your
I
fish?
want you to gaff my fish. I don't want none of your trainees gaffing my fish.
Now, you're putting a lot of pressure on me now, Archie. What if I mess up? Joe didn't
Well,
mess up on the other
well, I
fish.
know, but I'll take a chance on your experience.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Experience here.
All right, let me get him on in
Size
here.
of this fish.
Woo! Look at that big old fish. What a fish. Woo-wee!
Since it's curious right there.
Oh, boy.
In the mouth.
Look at that big old devil. Woo! Look at that thing.
Notice how when I gap them, I just bring them right up for the shot.
Oh, man, that is...
How about that?
All right, what'll that one go now?
50 pounds?
50
Here,
pounds.
you hold it, you tell me.
All right, let me put my rod down. I can't hold a fish in a rod.
How much does that fish weigh?
Fish weigh 50 pounds. Just like I said.
That's what I thought.
Fine fish. All right.
A little higher, Archie. Up.
Yeah!
Stick.
Come on, let's hold him up one time, Art. How about
One
that?
time. That is a fine amberjack.
Look at the mouth on this thing. Now.
Boy, I tell you,
They got
you
no
can drop
teeth.
I know you
They just like about 50 grade sandpaper, and I see as he's trying to bite me.
Well, that thing could swallow a gaff hook.
You go.
Well, folks, we had a super trip. Everybody have a good time?
Had a
Everybody had a wonderful time.
I was out there with some real pro fishermen. This gal right here, she knows her stuff. Joe, you tell me what she knew about it, and we got out there and did it. Linda, she wasn't no slouch out there with that jig. Captain Carey there. I've heard about this place called the Hump, and I didn't know what they was talking about, but it is sure enough a hump out there, isn't it?
Certainly is.
And apparently everybody out there enjoys it. And Scott, we appreciate you doing us a jam-up good job out there keeping the boat fixed so we could fish now. We don't appreciate you dropping our amberjack in the lake there just a while ago. And Steve was a great sportsman out there with really light tackle. I never seen an amberjack like that caught on 12-pound test, but you folks can do it all the way from light to my heavy-duty one. And, of course, I'll stick with the big guns out there who you carry.
There's a lot of ways to do it out there, Archie.
And any of you folks that want a good trip coming off down here in tell me how to say it. Isla Mirada and the Florida Keys, and with Captain Carey down there aboard the Heidi Baby. Come on down here and give these folks a try. They do a super job. Y'all folks stay tuned again next week for some more Outdoors with Archie Phillips.
Outdoors with Archie Phillips is now available on video cassette, like Volume 29, Jerry Simmons, The Whitetail Predator. Hunting the white-tailed deer is a lifelong obsession of Jerry Simmons. This video shows you how he has developed a most productive method of stalking and predicting the habits of deer. Jerry shows his equipment and identifies the food of the whitetail. Go with Jerry as he makes the shot on the South's most sought-after game. So ask for Volume 29, Jerry Simmons, The Whitetail Predator, at your local video store.
Well, I like going hunting, just me, my hound, and my gun. Chasing them deer, rabbit, and squirrel, now that's my kind of fun. I like going fishing too, I'll go on any whim, looking for the big bass, the poppy, and the brim. Just give me a wide open field to walk through. Give me an ocean so deep. I want to ride the longest river in the world, or maybe climb the highest mountain peak. I like going down to the fishing hole, my buddies and me and my old cane pole. Bait them hooks and wet them lines, it's a life I love so fine. It's almost supper time, you'd think the world was mine.
And now for today's outdoor adventure, here's Archie Phillips.
We're out off of Key Biscayne, Florida, and the gal here doing all the winding is Anita Haydad. She is a world champion saltwater fisherman, and we got Joe Mason on the left over here, and we're going to be going into some detail on how these sport fishing boats catch fish using a kite. Anita, it looks like you got your hands full, honey.
We have a very pretty dolphin out there.
Very pretty. Coming up on the left, right over yonder. Anita,
Yes, sir.
While you winding on this, tell them who our captain is and their mate and a little bit about their success in the fishing world.
We have, I think, the best captain in South Florida, John Dudas, and his son, Captain John Louie, who's acting as first mate. And they really know how to catch fish. There's no doubt about it. Let me back up, please.
There you go. Dolphin, look at that pretty thing there. We hadn't even hardly got the lines out we got in this time, did we?
That's right.
Look at that.
There we go.
Isn't that a beautiful fish? Beautiful fish. There you go.
Thank you.
Ooh, let's do that again, John Louie. That looked fine.
Quick start there.
Yeah, it was a quick start. I like quick starts. Beautiful fish. Now, Joe, you know all about this kite thing, and John Louie here, he's the man going to be putting it up. How about telling our viewers here how this thing works?
Well, what he's going to do is he's going to be running this kite out here on this line, as you can see, like so.
Gonna let it out.
We'll let it way out there.
And how much wind we got today to make that thing go?
This is a medium weight kite. We need anywhere from 10 to 15 knots to make it go.
All right, now the boat itself is not going to hold the kite up, right? The boat's going to kind of be sitting still, isn't it?
As soon as he gets it to the right distance here, it'll be about 100 yards behind the boat. We're going to run some lines off of these here clips.
Pull that down off of his, I guess that's his outrigger up there, isn't it?
Right.
All right, now tell me about the clip business now. Go ahead there.
Now on the clips, he's taking the first clip, and he's going to run this line right here on that clip.
Off of one of these rods.
Off of one of these rods.
Got a little loop in there, kind of like a little ball bearing, ain't it?
That's correct. He's going to run it right close to that popper. Now he's going to have a bait on that line.
All right, that's a good live bait that he's already sewed a little line into. That makes him stay on there good, isn't it?
That's correct. That's called the goggle eyes, and he's going to throw them overboard. He's going to run them out there. It's going to be the first line we're going to have on that kite. We're going to have a total of 3 lines on that kite.
On one side of the boat?
On one side of the boat, we're going to have those 3 lines.
All right.
Now, see, he's going overboard. He's going to pay the line out.
And throw him out there.
That's it.
He's letting the line off the reel.
At the same time, the clip is moving out on the kite.
In other words, he's got 2 lines going out. Now, the kite's going out further, and the line from the rod reel's going out with it.
That's correct.
And he's going to keep that cork up off the water.
That's correct.
I see. All right. And he rolls it. Looks like he's got about, what, 50-yard gap in between these that he's got? Is that about 50 yards?
40 to 50 yards.
40 to 50 yards. All right. Now, what are we going to do now?
Now we're going to run, as soon as he's got this rod ready here, he's going to put it right on the holder. We're going to run the second rod out on the same kite. It'll be on a different clip.
Okay.
This is going to be our long rod. That's going to be our middle rod.
Well, now, how long has John been doing stuff like this?
Well, he's been doing it for upwards of 20 years, sir.
I see. Now, Joe, y'all got a fishing club down here. Tell me about that.
That's
while we're putting this out.
South Dade Anglers Club, and we fish all in the waters surrounding Miami and down in Key West and then Everglades and backcountry area. And Nita is a member in good standing of that club, and so am I, and some of the other folks that we have in the area. And it's a wonderful, wonderful club for families that like to come out and fish, and just people who enjoy fishing and like to dedicate their time and energies to the sport.
Well, now, Anita over here, she's keeping a watchful eye out on them 3 that's already out, isn't she?
Well, Nita's ready at a moment's, at a second's notice to go and pounce on any one of these here rods.
Anita, get to the right shore. Hurry up.
Oh, we already got one on already? We ain't even got the lines out.
We got one on already, sis.
And there's a dolphin there. That's what he sees. Look at the closest one. He's eating the bait right now.
Closest.
Anita, go ahead.
Okay.
Now Anita's going to put it in gear and reel.
Coming down, coming down. Oh, I see him right. He snapped it out of the line.
Good going, Anita.
Huh?
Pile of them.
Yeah, the dolphin.
We got some schoolers. We might get to 34 inches here.
There we go. There's one right here, guys.
Here's one coming up. Now, I don't have a mic on, so.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna tell you one
We're
thing.
gonna catch some more right now.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. John's gonna have to be as busy as a one-armed paper hanger if a whole bunch of
It's
them
gonna
things
look like
get
a
on there.
Chinese fire drill.
Oh my goodness. He's casting the one, is that right?
Okay. Go ahead, Joe. Let it go. Okay, reel, Joe. Reel, Joe, reel.
Oh,
Get
you
her
got
tight.
one on, Joe?
Joe's hooked up.
Hooked up. Goodness gracious. Look, I see them all out in there. There's a gob of them out there. Woo, look at him jump. Joe, that's yours right there. Oh, look at him go.
Over me, Joe, over me.
Over and under. Here we go. There we go. Back.
Yeah, that's good, Joe. Very good.
Very good, Joe.
Let's just keep on getting these fish in so we can get some sailfish.
There we go. There we go. You got one over there? Yeah.
Okay, we got one in the corner, guys.
Got one in the corner.
Okay.
Woo, look at him. Hey, John, look at it. Oh, boy. Look at those things. Mine's right there jumping in the back of the boat.
Joe, come on over here and take this rod,
Jumping,
okay?
look at him go. Hot diggity dog. Look at that thing go.
Hold on.
Goodness.
That's right, right?
All right.
Okay, reel, Joe.
Somebody got one right here on the left. Right here on the left. Right there.
Pull it in?
Right there. Somebody got one right there. You got him, Joe.
Anita, come here and take this one.
Here it comes. There it comes.
I can get him in.
There we go. Here we go. Woo!
Anita,
Goodness
here.
gracious.
Let it go out.
Let it go free, Joe. Joe, me and you are somewhat tangled up. Now, I understand about that Chinese fire drill you were talking about. Woo! Another coming over the deck. Here, mine's over here on the left. Coming in. Coming in. There he is. Left side of the boat.
Go, Anita. Drop it there, Anita. Let him eat it.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Coming in. Coming in.
Okay, Archie, we're going to want you to keep yours in the water, okay?
Okay.
If you keep them in the water, the school will stay there with us.
I got him. I got him. It's gonna be my my decoy here. We'll decoy him with mine. Yeah. Look at that.
I got him.
You got him? Taking up the slack now.
Spit it out
Get him.
again.
Look at that thing.
Go ahead and take this one, Joe.
I'm gonna just hold, John. You
Yeah,
gonna
let
get
that
us
one go.
another one, ain't you?
We're going to try.
Woo! Look at him jump way back down to Joe. That fish must be 100 yards behind the boat. Goodness gracious.
Okay.
Oh, look at him jump.
Yeah! Yeah! That's it! That's it! He's on! He's on! He ain't going nowhere!
Look at that thing jump. Boy, look at that fish jump. Acrobatic
underneath.
if ever I've seen one. Boy, oh boy.
Pull around with him. Okay, baby.
There we go.
Trying to make him jump.
Yeah. Coming up. He's fixing to do it.
Yep.
There he is. There he is. There
I
he
got
is.
it. I know.
And see while you're winding, Nita John is clearing your line. You got one on, Nita? Another dolphin. Look at that.
Underneath.
Underneath. Woo-wee.
Got the dolphin friends going here.
Goodness gracious alive.
John, if I could have your kind assistance.
Mind they're got to have two people that long a line there, hadn't you? Yeah, John's got his coming now. Look at that pretty blue in the side.
There we go.
Look at that. He's
There we go.
kind of still over there.
Let me get my camera.
All right,
Hold on, John.
Get your camera. Get your camera. John, we got to get this camera bug here going. Oh, yeah. And every one of them are different, too.
There he comes back. See him back there?
Yeah, I do. Right there he is.
There you go. Yeah, he just took it.
Let me swat him one time. Tell me when.
Let him eat it down there.
Okay. Then tell me when.
Easy.
Oh, look at him jump. Woo! Beautiful fish.
Nice fish.
Beautiful fish. Beautiful.
Nice fish. Nice fish. Nice
Come
fish.
on in here now.
No question.
Yeah, boy. Now, he run at it and missed it, John. And then he come back, didn't he?
That's right. A little bit smaller.
Oh, yeah. Now, John, you done spoiled. You down here every day seeing them great old big ones. That right there suits me fine. Woo, look at that.
There's your mounting size.
There you go. That mount up to make a beautiful, beautiful mount. I believe every dolphin in the ocean ought to be mounted. They're so pretty. Probably one of the most colorful fish that there are right there. Got old blue marks around his teeth, blue across the ears, blue here, and then beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fish.
Okay.
Put him in the box. There we go.
Get another one.
There you go. Fine.
Say, Captain, what's your record on dolphin for one day?
491.
Is that right?
491. And believe it or not, 6 women had the boat chartered that day.
That's wonderful. Can you imagine that, Archie?
I don't know where you'd put 491 dollars.
I don't know, but I don't mind catching every single one of them.
We could find a crevice here and there to put them in.
Oh, I think we
It
can
ain't
find
been
that.
half bad so far today.
Well,
My goodness.
that's a fact. That's a fact.
I'm gonna tell you though, I got to brag on John Boy. Now I'm telling you, he can keep these lines in and move around and come back and get you back fishing before you can say hello.
That's right.
That beats anything I ever seen.
That's right.
They think these computer operators know how to run fancy stuff. But he's like I tell you, he's like an artist in the back of this boat.
That's right. He makes fishing
I'm
into an art.
glad he ain't got me hired to deckhand, because we would have 8 great big gigantic messes, plus 2 messes at the end of these 2 big old poles out here.
I'm
The kite
sure.
out there going over and over and over, dragging them
I'm
off.
sure you do just fine, Art.
That is great.
There you go.
What about that right yonder? It looks kind of low in the water. Which one would that be?
This is the long one. The red one?
Yeah.
That's going to be the longest.
Oh, the fish on it,
Right
isn't
and
it?
reel on that.
There you go.
Right and reel. Reel, Art.
I think it's off.
No, it's there. Keep reeling. With that line tight out of the kite.
Keep going.
Keep reeling.
Frank.
I got it.
Keep reeling, Art.
Boy, he's jumping. Look at that thing. Look at him. Look at him go. Now, you pulled the fish up then, didn't you?
Yeah.
All right, there we
The
go.
line doesn't get tangled on it.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, we got him tight.
Got him tight. Can we hit him another lick?
Yeah, go ahead and give him 2 more shots. There we go.
There we go. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. And we were just getting him up out of the water when he hit it.
That's right.
Strike.
Here and reel.
We got 3 on?
Yeah, we got 2 on right now.
2 on right now.
Reeling up.
Our other bait fish is up out of the water.
Keep reeling up. Keep reeling up.
Hey, comes, I see the other one. You got one too, Joe. Got 3 on, or 2 on.
Keep reeling, Joe. Okay, he came off. Stop there, Joe. He's there. Drop it there, Joe.
Drop it.
He behind it.
Yeah, reel that one over.
Put the other one in.
You got it.
Hold him, Joe. Hold him. Look at him jump. There he goes. Woo, look at that.
Yeah!
Jump. Hot dog, you got one jump. Mine ain't come out of the water no more.
Archie, you head to the left side with yours, okay?
Okay. How'd you get that much closer? Oh, look at that big thing. That's a big old. Look at that thing. Woo, look at him jump.
Yes, sir!
Goodness gracious alive.
Huh, bless his heart.
This is the mind figure. He's going to China. He ain't about to come up. Look at that thing jump. Joe, you got an acrobat there. Goodness gracious. Woo, look at there. Hot diggity dog. Ain't that a fine one?
There's a bait back.
Yeah, brought the bait back. Goodness gracious, what a fine fish.
Thanks, big dog.
Oh, that's a fine dog.
Keep reeling there, Joe.
Look at that. Look at that. Hold him, Joe. Hold him, Joe. Hold him, Joe. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, hold him. There you go. Got him out of the way, out of the way, out of the way.
Okay.
He wasn't ready.
Wasn't ready.
What you got? Is it dolphin or sailfish?
Dolphin.
Dolphin. All right. Okay. Hold on, Joe. Get yours. I got a fresh one.
You got it.
Have you ever been on a better fishing trip than this, Joe?
No, sir, I have not.
Have you ever seen the captain of the deckhand to put fish on a boat like this?
Captain, I need some forward.
This is awesome.
Where is it? Where's
Keep coming, Joe.
Yes, sir! Yeah! I am mighty proud of this here. Nice and there.
Beautiful.
Oh, let me hold the other one.
Beautiful fish. Goodness gracious alive.
Put this underneath you, just
Nice
watch
big
it,
dog.
watch it as you hold
Right
it.
here.
Well,
Okay.
for a second.
Man, he plugged me and wore me out.
Come back here. Woo! Back up here.
Back up.
Nice big ball.
Stay right over there.
Go all the way up now.
All right, I'm to the stop. He's all yours now, John. Woo, look at that thing. You got to kind of hand do that careful too, don't you, John?
Yeah, we do. Don't want to break the leader off on him.
Woo!
Alrighty, another bowl.
Yeah, beautiful thing. Isn't that a fine fish? Goodness gracious.
Well, Archie, it looks to me like we're catching some fine fish here today.
Man, I done caught more big, well, I guess you call this big game fishing, don't you?
You could say that.
Yeah, this is outstanding. Just,
That's right.
Go.
it
We
ain't
have a
a,
mystery fish here.
it ain't a crevalle, they pull too hard.
It's coming on up slowly.
It may be a wahoo though, that's what it probably is. Probably a big old wahoo.
Yeah, I think I see your cork coming up.
You see the cork?
I see the cork.
Yeah, I see it, there it is. It's just about out of the water. You're not acting like a dolphin though.
Let it go, let it go.
Jump! Woo!
That's
Hot
good
diggity
looking.
dog.
It moved over like.
I still ain't figured out what I got down here.
Aren't you still playing with that guy?
I don't know what it is though. I'm up to the end of the line. Do you see anything down there?
Stand around. Come on.
Huh?
Remember that floating
Oh, yeah.
slide up the
Oh yeah.
He cut across that water. I thought.
We still ain't got him up to where we
It was
tell
gonna
what
be
he
one of
is.
those good guys.
You'll see him in a minute. Well, he's showing some color. He's almost up.
Can you see what it is? A tuna fish. Look at him.
Little black fin.
A tuna fish.
Little black
Look
fin.
at that black fin. Look at that black fin tuna. Look at
You
that
got
thing,
yourself
Joe.
a toonie.
Isn't that thing a pretty thing? Look at that.
Somebody different.
Hold that thing.
That's right. You got a little bullet
Hold
there.
that thing right still for me.
Yeah,
right
hold
quick.
that still there.
Hold that thing right still. Woo, that's a beauty. Is he on? Yeah, there you go.
Bonita, I think. Shake
Boy,
it.
you have to hustle to get this boat caught up, don't you? I see. Boy, oh boy. You know one thing, Joe? People used to fish with a cane pole. Now I think the cork's obsolete. Now we out here most modern fishing of all. Go back to using cork.
We're using
You
the
just
cork.
can't beat a cork, you know
Yeah,
it?
I'll beat a cork. That's right.
Woo! Look at that! Look
Like I
at
say,
that!
he's a
That
nice
one's
size.
silver. Look at it. Look how silver he is.
Yeah, he's a nice sized dolphin.
Sure is.
He's not little. No, sir. That's not bad at all.
Folks, we have had a super day, and the dolphins were biting about as good as I ever seen them bite, about as fast as we could put that kite out and go back up with another one be on the other, and everybody running back and forth. And John Jr., John Lewis is your real name, but I've just been calling him John Jr. all day. You reminded me of a circus juggler with 15 juggle hickeys in the air, going from side to side, keeping the kite up, doing all this kind of stuff, and your daddy running around on the top, hollering at everybody, getting us lined up, turning the boat, backing the boat, and it's just been a super trip. And we had John, Joe, you want to tell them where these folks are located at? And Anita, we appreciate your help
Thank you very
in
much,
teaching us amateur upland anglers how to do it like it ought to be done down here.
I sure would, Arch, and we could not have done what we did today without the help of Captain John Dudas aboard the L&H from Crandon Park Marina in Miami and his son and mate, John Lewis.
Folks, y'all stay tuned again next week for some more outdoors with Archie Phillips.